Hi, everyone. This is Jacqui Cooper with Crypto Mom 2, and I want to thank everyone for hopping on. This year, I am super excited to be all about Bitcoin and blockchain and everything that is in between. But as you might have heard from my various conversations on my talk show, my background is law, and I'm also an educator. So I'm very, very proactive about making sure everyone learns and gets information from multiple resources. And as always, part of my talk show, I have to do the disclaimers. This is not financial advice. It's not legal advice. It's purely educational and entertainment. And with that being said, last year I attended the Bitcoin conference and I was blown away by it. And this year I'm going to be a volunteer again at the Bitcoin conference in Miami 2023. And I am so excited to have Erika on. I really want all of my listeners to share this message out with everyone in your community, because it's really important to go to these type of conferences. This is where my eyes were wide open. I realized Bitcoin is so much more than just what you think. There's a business behind it. There's a community behind it. And this is, again, something that I really, as an educator, felt strongly about. So that's why I wanted to come back this year. Erika, I know I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm so excited about having you on. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Jackie.
Yeah, so why don't you explain a little bit more about how you became involved with Bitcoin, the conference, and then for everyone who's listening, I am going to be embedding links below so you can get involved as a volunteer. It's very organized this year. If you want to volunteer, you don't have to know anything about volunteering. They make it super easy for you. And then if you have an interest in coming to the conference, there's ways that you can do that. So we're going to be talking all about that. And, again, it's important that everyone in our community spread the word. So, Erika, I'm going to stop talking so you can share more about yourself.
Introductions are important. That's okay. Well, I came into the Bitcoin space around 2018 and dabbled a little bit with looking at other coins that I do not touch anymore, and went to Bitcoin Miami. Well, it was actually in Wynwood, Bitcoin 2021, and was blown away by that conference as well. It was amazing. And I started looking into getting a Bitcoin job. So about a year ago, I looked into BTC Media's website, and one thing led to another, and they hired me for a position in community engagement, which is a variety of things now. It's customer service, volunteers, student financial aid tickets, meetups. I'm part of the meetup network. So I also host Austin Bitcoin Club, that meetup with Michael Atwood, my boyfriend. So that's how I got involved with the conference team. And it's just expanded from there. And it's an amazing team. I couldn't be happier. They're awesome.
I agree with you. I mean, I know that we're all on a learning curve. And last year, when I stepped into the conference and I was at various stages, both the open source stage, the Bitcoin mining stage, the exhibit stage, I, was learning from all the speakers that were there, and everyone behind the scenes. Also, when I had a question, they were very open to the simple question as well as the complex question. So the
That's
community is
great.
great.
Yeah.
So what would you like to talk about first? Do you want to talk about how someone can volunteer, or how they can attend? Where would you like to go first?
Well, just for the people that don't know what it's about, maybe talk about like what Bitcoin Miami really is, or the Bitcoin
Yeah, that'd
conference
be
really
perfect.
is.
That'd be
Because some
perfect.
people don't even realize what it is, and it's an event about education, but it's also a celebration. And
Yes.
it's the largest one out there. It's the largest Bitcoin conference out there. And we're just focused on hyper Bitcoinization. So really we want people to that are new in the space to use it in their lives more often. And then the ones that are hardcore Bitcoiners can come and network and talk about what they want to talk about. So, and there's a lot of interesting things each day that people can attend and learn about. So,
Do you
yeah.
want to show the website in terms of how people can kind of get background information about the event?
Oh, you share my screen or?
Yeah, share your screen.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
So for everyone who's on the audio side, hop on over to the YouTube side. And again, if you're not able to, there'll be links so that way you can go ahead and get involved as well. But I know that when I was in Miami and last year, there was a host of days of events, both educational as well as fun things too. So we have the Bitcoin 2023 website up, and the dates are May 18th through the 20th. So definitely book that. It's in Miami Beach. Where do we want to go first?
So if you're on the homepage here, basically it tells you what it's about, and then it can navigate to tickets, get involved, speakers. Now get involved, we'll start with that page. And that's a page where you can become an affiliate if you feel like you want to contribute and you want to put your time in as a volunteer in exchange for a ticket to do some shifts. There's that option there. Host a Bitcoin Week event right here. So that's going to be the events that are after the conference. So there'll be sponsored events, there'll be after parties, there'll be events off site. So that's an awesome thing because people after the conference are like, now what do we do? Where do we go? So that'll be an interesting program. Then there's the open source program. So if you want to be an open source contributor, you can click in right there. If you're traveling from abroad, you can click the visa application area here. If you're a media company and you want to get a media pass, you can go there. And then say you're trying to find in your budget how to attend. We definitely have programs for everybody. We have a student GA pass for active students or recent graduates. So I help with those tickets. And also for financial aid, for say somebody who's unemployed or a veteran, you can apply for a ticket discounted there. And then we have pitch day. So industry day is an awesome thing that new startups, people that want to get into the community and display their company, they actually have a competition on pitch day, and that's May 18th. So this page is filled with a lot of stuff. So that's the get involved page. So if you click back on the logo, you get right back to the homepage here. Also, if you have specific questions, you can drop them right here in the chat and we'll respond to that. I actually respond to quite a bit of those, but just to buy your ticket. So say you click into tickets, tells you the different tickets and what they offer right here. So your general pass, your general admission pass is May 19th and 20th. And then if you want to take place of that industry pass, it tells you right here what comes with it. So you can do networking. Like I said, you can attend the pitch day with your startup. And then there's a whale pass, which is an awesome VIP experience. So you get special access, you get an area to sit that's different than everybody else. There's a whale party that's just very well known. So there's that ticket as well. So that's the tickets page. And then here's the speakers that they are showcasing right here. Each week or every few weeks, we'll showcase more speakers. So this is not all of them. So most people go, oh, is that it? Or is so-and-so speaking? Is so-and-so? So you kind of have to wait. It's a little teaser here. So if you click on all, you can see the speakers that are advertised right now that are going to be there for sure. And then we'll add more as more come up. And then say you are looking into a whale pass and you want to go to the VIP whale page. It talks about the whale page here, what comes with it, showcases last year's photos. It's an awesome experience. They have special hotels they can book, stuff like that. So that's awesome. And then say you don't know what hotels to book, you can plan your trip here, go to hotels, and these are our partner hotels. So they're giving discounts for Bitcoiners that are coming to the area. So that's that page there. And then say you still have more questions and you want to drop something in the chat here. Besides this box here, there is a get involved page. And this is a lot of what I deal with and answer. And so it lays out clearly, okay, I didn't find the art gallery submission, or I did find Bitcoin Bazaar, stuff like that. And then over here, is some things about sponsors on the more page. And then you always want to click back. If you can't find your way, you just click the logo and you're right back to the home page.
You made it super simple. Again, the ease of the conference, just like the website, is the same when you go there and have the experiences. I know that even as a volunteer last year, I was kind of walking around and just kind of taking it all in, but it was very, very organized. And the volunteers that were there last year, as well as this year, we're going to be knowledgeable, and we're going to be helping everyone that is coming to attend and learn and have fun. You had said that there's a ton of speakers. I see on the page that you're listing about 150 speakers, about 15,000 attendees. I mean, Miami rolls out the carpet for the Bitcoin conference for sure. And do you are you going to have the bull again this year, or do you know what you're going to be having outside? Because there was also the artists that were creating murals, and then there was a lot of things going on.
So the bull, I heard the bull is going to be there. The artists outside, I think we're still developing that program and figuring out what we're going to have. So stay tuned for that. But for sure, I did hear the bull should be there. And something also that's awesome that we're going to add is the Bitcoin games. So I don't know if you've heard of that yet. Have
No,
you heard
tell
of
me
this?
more. Tell me more.
Ah, okay. So the Bitcoin games is something we decided to launch this year, and it will take place. We're thinking on the main conference days. It could take place on May 18th, depending on the who registers for it. But teams of meetups around the world will compete in a variety of games for a chance to take home a grand prize of 1 Bitcoin for your
Wow.
meetup. Yeah, and bragging rights for your city for the entire year. So that is something that is really exciting that we have never done before. And so say, things like Bitcoin, we're going to call it Bitcornhole or chess or some kind of pizza eating contest or strong feat. So we are releasing those details in the next week. And so
Wow.
your meetup can sign up and compete. And I think you have to have, for now, we're saying a minimum of 4 people and maybe a max of 12. So details are still being tightened up, but that we're really excited about. That's something we hadn't done before. So that's going to be called the Bitcoin Games. It's going to be in the expo hall somewhere. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah, everyone who's listening, stay tuned for that. And I'll definitely also, in my various Medium and Happiness Factor news blogs, definitely share out, because again, games are a lot of fun for everyone to get involved with. So we have, I know last year there were people from around the world that traveled. And you and everyone within the conference, what made it really easy to navigate. Are you anticipating a lot of individuals from different parts of the world to be coming here, different languages and things like that?
We are. We always get people from around the world, and our Halima is amazing at visa applications. And so we are very busy closer and closer to the conference getting those letters of invitation out. So if you are coming from somewhere abroad, the key first thing you have to do is get a ticket. Then we work on the letter with you after you apply. And if for some reason you're denied, they work on a refund process case by case basis for that. So that is the steps that people need to do. But yes, and then usually they have some sort of interpreter. It's also some people at the front if we need a sign language interpreter. So there's usually options for that for the other languages. But yeah.
Yeah. So I know that, the Bitcoin 2023 is here in Miami, but there are other global events that the conference has actually hosted. I know, were you in Amsterdam at the last event, or?
I was working online at home.
Yeah.
I didn't attend in person, but yeah.
Yeah, so everyone definitely make sure that you're here in Miami. I'll be there as well. There's going to be a lot of media going on. But also, when you start to calendar your events, take a look at the other events that the Bitcoin conference is scheduling. So you can also travel overseas and enjoy the community in other locations as well, because it is a pretty tight and growing community. So newsletters, are there newsletters that they should be signing up for so that way they can stay current? Because I know I'm on a host of newsletters from the Bitcoin community, and it is always educational about current events and things like that. So what would you recommend for people who are just learning about this?
Well, we do have our 21 days program. I don't know if
Yep.
you've heard of
Yep.
that one. So that is one way to get involved in Bitcoin, learn about it. You get stats. Also, you can sign up for the newsletter in the Bitcoin Magazine website. You can also drop your email in that chat box, that box that was popping up on the website. We get that, and you just drop your email, and we add you to the mailing list. So
The,
yeah.
21 days is great, guys, especially if you're trying to learn more about, what Bitcoin is. I did that last year. I'm going to do it again because it never hurts to review information.
Mhm.
I'll also make sure that in the blog below that all those links are there. So it makes it super easy for everyone who wants to learn and explore. Um, what other um, what other links or other things that we need to share with everyone about what's going on with the conference?
Let's see. I shared the get involved page. I was just looking for the 21 day link so we could share that. Everything's in our website, which is amazing.
Yep. Oh,
If you haven't gotten, go ahead.
I was going to say to everyone, because I forgot before when you were talking about the affiliate, I did become an affiliate. There is a discount. So I'll share the affiliate link there. So you can get a
Okay. Oh,
discount
yes, please. Yes.
when you end up getting your tickets. But even if you end up going directly to the website, that's fine. You'll just pay full price.
Right. And that's why I said there's a variety of options if people are like, oh, I can't afford this, so let me see if I'm trying to find the 21 days leading unless you have it to drop in the chat.
I will when I end up posting our
Okay.
conversation. And then the other
Mhm.
thing that I really want to encourage everyone is think about volunteering,
Yeah.
because we do need a lot of volunteers that have a variety of expertise, and there are benefits by being a volunteer. You are definitely connected with people behind the scenes, but also you get a free ticket. So you do have to, commit to a certain amount of time, but that's that you're learning and you're enjoying. So I see it as a win-win. When is the next volunteer info gathering, or how do you want people to kind of sign up or look into that?
Well, start by filling the volunteer application out on the Get Involved page.
Yep.
We were doing a monthly gathering. We did one in November and December, and then we recorded one in January because it's getting to the point where it's like sometimes it's hard to get everybody together, right? So at least fill out the volunteer application, and then it'll walk you through the steps of each email sequence. And usually after that, we have you sign a code of conduct and a waiver agreement. We have you watch the video if you didn't attend a live session. And then we're going to have a playbook for volunteers. This year, we're really revamping the program. So it's going to be more organized, more intense. Roles are going to be assigned that are more clear. So it's going to be great. So after they fill out the volunteer application, do the code of conduct and waiver with the video, whether it's live or recorded, then we set up next steps of what to do. And then there's a type form that they fill out. So it can help us with the placement survey. So then that's kind of how we're kind of delegating and putting people into roles. And you're right, some people's talents aren't highlighted enough. Maybe they're great at security, or maybe they're great at greeting or the help desk. So it's going to be an awesome program this year. So I think that's a great idea. And it's not just the 3 days of the conference that you can volunteer, there's setup days. So
Yep.
say you're like, oh, I really want to attend this last conference day. Hopefully I can. We can put you on some setup days or on industry day. And so definitely, there's options to where if you work your 3 shifts or whatever, then you can at least attend a bunch of the conference. And it's a great way to contribute and still be able to attend.
I am so excited about being there. I guess the other thing that I want to share with everyone that I'm super excited about is I have my first book, The Bitcoin Cinderella, actually was shared last Miami event. The second book, The Bitcoin Cinderella and the Seven Dwarfs, which is just about Bitcoin mining, and I am a Bitcoin miner, so I'm really excited to be sharing what I'm learning in this next fairy tale. We're going to be, I'll be there book signing and giving it out at Clean Sparks exhibit. So definitely
Awesome.
and get your copy of the book. I'm super excited about it coming out, and I'm learning as I'm writing it. It's a fairy tale,
Yeah.
but I'm incorporating real information in there so you can understand more about what's going on in El Salvador, around the world. Again, um, I can't speak enough about this community. There's so much going on. And just like we talked about in terms of Bitcoin being used,
Mhm.
it definitely is. It's been around for a while, and it's going to be around, for a lot longer.
Not
So
going anywhere.
not going anywhere. Nope. And just like you mentioned,
Yeah.
again, when we first get involved sometimes in the blockchain community, we look at other altcoins and things like that. And, over the last year, again, this is not financial advice to anyone, but I am
Right.
definitely, you know, pro Bitcoin, from the perspective of the history and its longevity, and everything else that's involved with it. So definitely everyone needs to educate themselves about this. So yeah.
Yeah.
Any,
One last thing.
yeah,
One
go
last thing I
ahead.
wanted to talk about is our Bitcoin meetup network.
Yeah,
So
for
we didn't have
sure.
that before. Have you heard of that?
No, tell me more.
So George McHale, he's the head of the community. He's my boss, and we created a Bitcoin network where you sign up your meetup in the network. You can get sponsored by Bitrefill a box of Bitcoin magazines. You can
Wow.
also get meetup attendee cards with stickers. So each time you attend a meetup, it can go toward a discounted ticket. And so that is just an awesome program. So if you don't have a meetup out there, look on meetup.com. We're working on an interactive map, and you could find a meetup in your area, get involved. They're handing out magazines, they're handing out meetup cards. I mean, it's a way for you to attend a local meetup because a lot of people just don't have a place to go or a meetup, and they're all over. So the meetup network really helps keep us all together and form that community and provide education. So that is something that we're doing as well.
I love that. And that might be another conversation that I will host. Even, if you're not able to hop on, I might take a look at the map of where the Meetup Network is
Mhm.
and share out with my community, because again, I'm going to have to see who's in my area. And if not, I'll have to start one. So,
Right.
I'm really excited about that, because it is all about, finding those that have the same beliefs and also education. So yeah, I will definitely do a follow-up conversation. So if everyone who's
I'd
listening,
love to join.
yeah, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll show a map, and maybe I can reach out to some of those that have already set up meetups, and we can chat from, across the country with those that are hosting and getting involved. I think that'd
Yeah.
be exciting. So any last minute thoughts before we sign off? Because again, I'm just kind of blown away by everything that's happening for this next year.
No, if anybody has any questions or needs any help, like I said, just drop us some line in the chat or the Get Involved page, and our team will help answer any questions. Or if you need help with a visa or ticket issues, just drop a line in the chat on the page. And also, thank you for hitting on the affiliate and sponsor information. If anyone wants to sponsor or be an affiliate, all the
Yeah.
information's on the website, and we're happy to help. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone who's listening, Crypto Mom does get into a lot more technical details with different things that, people that I'm interviewing and things like that. But today was about this event. And again, there are individuals that I've interviewed that are going to be attending this event, and I'm really excited to hear what they're going to be talking about in Miami. And again, like and subscribe to Crypto Mom too, so that way you can stay current on other topics that I'm going to be sharing about Bitcoin 2023. Erika, I cannot thank you enough for hopping on. Everyone who is connected with this event is so gracious and so knowledgeable and supportive of everyone in the community. So it's why I'm encouraging everyone who's listening, definitely attend, definitely volunteer, somehow spread the word, because again, this is how our community grows. So thank you so much, Erika. And everyone, as I always say at the end of my shows, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We're also interconnected, and we are all part of one world. Have a great day.
Thank you.